What if I told you that Justin Bieber, in the middle of 2024, tried to get back into Selena Gomez's life? Yes, the Selena drama, that saga that defined an entire generation, set social media ablaze again with a revelation no one saw coming. Just a few months ago, Selena's team dropped the bombshell. Justin, now a father and husband, had been sending her messages looking for what exactly? To heal old wounds, rekindle the past, or just clear his karma? Meanwhile, Selena, engaged and happier than ever, didn't even give him the time of day. Today, we're going to dive into this story full of twists, fresh rumors, and details that will leave you speechless. From their teenage romance to the meme that sparked an internet war, here's everything you need to know about Justin's attempt to get back on Selena's radar and why she left him on read. Picture 2009. The world was a simpler place. iPhones were just starting to take off, TikTok didn't exist, and two teenagers were about to become the most iconic couple of the decade. Selena Gomez, with her Disney star charisma and a smile that could sell any magazine cover, was winning hearts on Wizards of Waverly Place. Justin Bieber, on the other hand, was the phenomenon of the Momenta 15-year-old boy, with perfect bangs and a voice that made millions of fans scream his name. Their paths crossed at the New Year's event, when Justin, with all the confidence of a rising idol, sang to Selena in front of a crowd. She blushed, he smiled, and the internet went wild. That's how Selena was born, a nickname fans created for this couple who seemed destined to be the epitome of young love. Photos of them holding hands, sharing ice cream, or laughing at events quickly became the wallpaper for thousands of teenagers. But not everything was as perfect as it seemed. Fame, with its relentless cameras and sensational headlines, was already starting to tighten its grip. Their every move was analyzed. Every glance was a story. They were two kids in love, but the world wouldn't let them breathe. And even though they seemed untouchable, something much more complicated was growing beneath the surface. The love between Selena and Justin was not a smooth ride. It was an emotional roller coaster that kept the world on the edge of its seat. Between 2011 and 2018, their relationship was an endless cycle of breakups and reconciliations that fueled magazine covers and debates on social media. One week they were sharing adorable selfies, and the next, headlines screamed that they had broken up again. Every breakup came with its own soundtrack. Selena would release soul-crushing ballads, like The Heart Wants What It Wants, where she sang about a love that was tearing her apart, but that she couldn't let go of. Justin, for his part, was no different. Songs like What Do You Mean and Love Yourself were full of hints that fans deciphered as messages for Selena. In a 2015 interview, he himself admitted that she was his muse, saying, "She was my everything at that time." But behind the music, there was very real chaos. Selena spoke openly in her 2022 documentary, My Mind, Me, about how that relationship left her emotionally drained. The pressure of being Justin Bieber's girlfriend while dealing with her own career and health issues, like lupus, was overwhelming. Justin, meanwhile, was facing his own demons, from public controversies to a search for identity outside of teen stardom. The fights were constant, jealousy, insecurities, and the weight of millions of eyes watching them. There were iconic moments like when Justin rented out the Staples Center for a private date with Selena, but there were also lows, such as photos of him with other people that sparked rumors of infidelity. By 2018, after one last attempt at reconciliation, everything collapsed. Selena needed to heal, and Justin seemed ready to move on. But what happened next left everyone speechless. When Selena and Justin truly broke up in 2018, the world expected each of them to go their separate ways. But Justin had other plans. Just a few months later, he was engaged to Hailey Baldwin, a model who had been his friend for years and who, according to some, had always been in his orbit. The news hit like a bolt of lightning. Selena fans couldn't believe that Justin, after years of breaking up and getting back together with Selena, would put a ring on someone else's finger so quickly. Social media exploded with theories. Was Hailey just a rebound? Was Justin trying to prove something? The wedding, which took place in an intimate ceremony in New York in September 2018, only fueled the fire. Meanwhile, Selena took a completely different path. Instead of jumping into another relationship, she focused on herself. Her physical and mental health was at a critical point. In 2018, she underwent a kidney transplant due to her lupus, and shortly after, she checked into a mental health facility to deal with anxiety and depression. In my mind, Selena confessed that this period was one of the darkest of her life, but also a turning point. She began to work on her identity outside of Justin's shadow, something the world had defined for nearly a decade. By 2023, Selena was in a new place. She had launched her beauty brand, Rare Beauty, and was receiving praise for her role in Only Murders in the Building. Then, in December of that year, she surprised everyone by confirming her relationship with Benny Blanco, a music producer known for working with artists like Ed Sheeran, The Weeknd, and yes, the very same Justin Bieber. Unlike her romance with Justin, which was always under a microscope, Selena kept things with Benny low-key at first. They posted subtle photos, like a hand intertwined or a homemade dinner, and fans quickly fell in love with their laid-back vibe. But what no one expected was that Benny, a close collaborator of Justin on songs like Lonely and Love Yourself, would become Selena's new love. That twist was already juicy enough, but the real drama was about to begin. Fast forward to September 2024. Justin Bieber, now 30 years old, was living his new chapter as a father. In August, he and Hailey welcomed their son, Jack, and photos of Justin holding his baby melted hearts all over the internet. It seemed he had finally found his place, a family man, leaving behind the days of scandalous headlines. But then, something made him look back. According to an explosive report from In Touch Weekly, Justin decided to reach out to Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. The reason? According to sources close to him, he wanted to make peace and clear his karma. Apparently, fatherhood had made him reflective, and he felt he needed to close that chapter of his life with Selena. But here's the thing. Selena wasn't interested at all. At that time, she and Benny were already secretly engaged, according to the Daily Mail, since August 2024. Justin sent several messages, both to Selena and to Benny, but all of them were ignored. A source told Lifestyle, Justin thought he could have a mature conversation, but Selena and Benny left him on red. It was brutal. Why did Justin think it was a good idea to stir up the past? Some believe that seeing Selena so happy with Benny, someone who was once his friend and collaborator, struck a nerve. Others say he was simply seeking redemption after years of immature behavior. Whatever the truth may be, Selena's rejection was a clear statement. That ship has already sailed. But while she was celebrating her engagement in private, Justin was about to do something that would take the drama to a whole new level. December 2024 was a month Selena will never forget. After months of rumors, she finally announced her engagement to Benny Blanco on Instagram, showing off a diamond ring that sparkled brighter than any headline. The post was pure joy. Selena smiling, Benny hugging her, and a caption that read, "Forever starts now." Fans went wild, and celebrities like Taylor Swift left enthusiastic comments. But here comes the twist. What makes this story even juicier? According to the Daily Mail, Selena and Benny got engaged in August, the same month Justin's son was born. Out of respect, they decided to wait 4 months before making the news public, so as not to overshadow Justin and Hailey's moment. That decision was a classy move that not everyone would have made, especially considering the history between Selena and Justin. But while Selena was being considerate, Justin seemed to be on a different wavelength. Shortly after the engagement announcement, he posted a photo with Hailey on Instagram, accompanied by "All My Ghosts" by Lizzie McAlpine, a song with melancholic lyrics about past loves. Selena fans, with their detective skills, immediately connected the dots. It was a subtle hint about Selena. Was Justin feeling nostalgic about what could have been? Social media turned into a battlefield, with users debating whether Justin was truly happy with Hailey or if Selena was still living rent-free in his head. On X, a tweet that went viral said, "Justin posting sad songs right when Selena announces her engagement. Man, get over it." But the drama didn't end there. Justin was about to raise the stakes in a way no one saw coming. So, what does this story leave us with? That the past can always try to sneak into your present, but you're the one who decides whether to open the door. Justin Bieber, with his ignored messages and poorly timed memes, seems to be struggling with a chapter that Selena closed years ago. She, on the other hand, is the very definition of an unbothered queen. She has built a life that shines on its own, without needing headlines about her ex. Her relationship with Benny Blanco isn't just a love story. It's a testament to what happens when you do the inner work to heal. Meanwhile, Justin, despite his family and his success, keeps leaving clues that Selena still occupies space in his mind. Is it regret, jealousy, or simply the inability to let go of a story that defined his youth? No one knows for sure, but one thing is clear. Selena Gomez isn't here to solve Justin's riddles. She's too busy living her best life, with a ring on her finger and the world at her feet. So, tell me, what do you think about this drama? Do you think Justin should finally leave Selena alone once and for all? Or are there more chapters left to be written in this saga? Leave us your opinion in the comments, share this video with your friends, and don't miss more content like this. See you in the next one! We reached April 2025, and Justin decided it was time to stir up chaos. In an Instagram story, he shared a meme of Gollum, the obsessed character from The Lord of the Rings, with the caption, "Girls on social media when they get engaged." The internet didn't even need 5 minutes to decipher the message. It was a direct reference to Selena's engagement announcement, as she had been sharing radiant photos with her ring. Selena's fans went on the attack like an army, flooding X and Reddit with criticism of Justin. One user on Reddit wrote, "He has a wife and a child, but he's here throwing shade at his ex. Seriously, Justin?" Another commented, "Selena is living her best life, and he just can't handle it." The post was so specific in its timing that even Justin's fans, known as Beliebers, had trouble defending him. Some tried to say that the meme wasn't about Selena, but most of the internet wasn't buying that excuse. Meanwhile, Selena was in New York filming the new season of Only Murders in the Building. Paparazzi photos showed her looking flawless, laughing with her castmates, and without a single sign that Justin's meme had affected her. Her silence was more powerful than any clapback. Instead of fueling the drama, she let her actions speak for themselves. She was focused on her career, her love, and her happiness. But the Gollum meme wasn't just an isolated moment. According to BuzzFeed, fans had noticed a pattern in Justin's posts since Selena's engagement. Every time she shared something big, like a new song or a public appearance with Benny, Justin seemed to respond with something cryptic or nostalgic. Was he really that affected? Or were the fans just reading too much into it? One thing was certain, Selena wasn't going to give him the satisfaction of a response. When the Gollum meme unleashed the storm, Selena didn't have to lift a finger. Her army of defenders was already ready for battle. On X, fans quickly organized, creating threads detailing why Selena had every right to ignore Justin. One tweet that racked up thousands of likes said, "Selena doesn't owe anyone anything, least of all an ex who can't leave her alone." On Reddit, a thread titled "Justin Bieber keeps throwing shade on Instagram" went viral, with users analyzing every one of his posts since 2024. One user, Cross Stitch Witch, wrote, "He married on the rebound, but Selena truly moved on, and that's driving him crazy." Another user, Kaed Kamsi, added, Selena did the work to heal, and look at her now, engaged, happy, in a healthy relationship. Justin should take notes. But it wasn't just the fans who came to her defense. Celebrities also closed ranks. Taylor Swift, Selena's longtime best friend, had already made her support clear. When Selena announced her engagement, Taylor commented, "Yes, I'll be the flower girl." On the Instagram post, a moment that fans celebrated as the ultimate seal of approval. Taylor has been Selena's #1 supporter for years, from hyping up her song "Lose You to Love Me" in 2019 to cheering her on at the American Music Awards. But it wasn't just Taylor. During a previous conflict between Selena and Hailey in 2023, Jeffree Star, the makeup mogul, jumped into the scene with a TikTok video where he literally threw a product from Hailey's brand in the trash, calling her a Nepo baby and making it clear that no one was going to mess with Selena in his presence. Even Lady Gaga joined in, commenting on a TikTok that Selena was beautiful inside and out. Jennifer Stone, Selena's former co-star on Wizards of Waverly Place, also threw some shade on TikTok with a video that said, "When, someone tries to mess with my people." This massive show of support not only demonstrated how much people love Selena, it also made it clear that the world was on her side. Justin, with his meme and ignored messages, was fighting a battle he had already lost. But how did Selena reach this point of strength where her ex's drama doesn't affect her? To understand that, we have to go back to her healing journey. In her documentary My Mind and Me, released in 2022, Selena opened her heart like never before. She spoke about the devastating impact of her relationship with Justin, not just because of the lost love, but because of the way the world defined her as Justin Bieber's ex for years. "I didn't want to be just that," she said, tears in her eyes. The documentary showed her struggle to rebuild herself, from therapy sessions to moments of vulnerability, where she admitted she didn't know who she was outside of that relationship. It was a long and painful process, but also a transformative one. By 2023, Selena was in a completely new place. Her brand, Rare Beauty, was not only a commercial success, but also a movement to promote mental health. Her role in Only Murders in the Building earned her critical acclaim, and her relationship with Benny Blanco was the cherry on top. Unlike her romance with Justin, which was always under a blinding spotlight, Selena and Benny built something real in private. When they confirmed their relationship in December 2023, fans were surprised, but quickly fell in love with their dynamic. Benny, with his quirky sense of humor and undeniable talent, seemed to be the opposite of Justin: stable, emotionally available, and genuinely devoted to Selena. In March 2025, they released I Said I Love You First together, an album that was both a love letter and a testament to their growth. Songs like How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten had lyrics that fans swore were about Justin, such as, "You're so embarrassing, go cry where no one can see you." BuzzFeed pointed out that those lines gave off total shade vibes, but Selena, true to her style, never confirmed the theories. "It's art, not a diary," she said in an interview, smiling. That album, along with her engagement, was proof that Selena had not only survived Jelena, she had rewritten her story. While Selena was shining, Justin seemed stuck in a loop. His attempts to contact her in 2024 were not just an isolated incident. According to Los 40 US, Justin was surprised that Benny, his former collaborator, had distanced himself after he started dating Selena. A source said, Justin felt that Benny and Selena were being immature with their posts on social media. Immature? This was coming from someone who, months later, would post a Gollum meme to mock his ex. The irony did not go unnoticed. Justin's cryptic posts, from the nostalgic song in December to the meme in April, painted the picture of a man who hadn't completely closed the chapter on Selena. In an old interview, he admitted that Selena was all that mattered to him at one point, and songs like Sorry and Where Are You Now were full of regret over how he handled their relationship. But while Selena used her pain to create art and move on, Justin seemed to be revisiting the past at the worst possible time. Having a child and a wife didn't seem to be enough to stop him from dropping hints on social media. On X, one user summed it up perfectly. Justin has a family, but acts as if Selena is the one who got away. That feeling resonated in thousands of comments, with many wondering if Justin was truly happy with Hailey, or if, deep down, he still dreamed about what could have been with Selena. The Selena saga isn't just juicy gossip. It's a lesson on how to handle the past and embrace the present. Selena Gomez took a relationship that almost destroyed her and turned it into fuel for her growth. Her decision to ignore Justin's messages in 2024 was not just an act of indifference, it was a statement of power. She was saying, without words, that her happiness with Benny, her career, and her peace of mind were more important than any echo from the past. When Justin posted that meme in April 2025, the world saw the contrast clearly. While he seemed trapped in a cycle of nostalgia and shadows, Selena was filming an acclaimed series, releasing music with her fiancé, and receiving love from every corner. Taylor Swift broke her Instagram hiatus just to praise I Said I Love You First, writing, "Selena and Benny, this album is everything." That kind of support, from fans to celebrities, created a shield around Selena, validating every decision she made. Even the way she handled her engagement announcement showed her maturity. According to Monet magazine, Selena and Benny delayed the news so as not to steal the spotlight from Justin, a consideration he did not reciprocate with his own post. That contrast tells you everything you need to know about where they both are today.